think it's a crime, honestly, to separate someone for any reason. So I definitely will be speaking up against that legislation and those laws that are trying to be passed, for sure.
Everything that guy just said is bullshit. Thank you.
I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be.
Welcome to the show. You're one-on-one with Wes the Sports Guy here on YouTube, BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey, and online all the time at westhesportsguy.com. Bookmark that site if you want to get my social media links, the podcast link. Leave a 5-star review if you like what you're listening to in all the various podcast platforms. You can get that link conveniently located for you at westhesportsguy.com. You also get playoff previews, recaps, all of my musings in the world of sports, all located for you at westhesportsguy.com. If you're still looking for the perfect gift for your mom this Mother's Day, look no further than at coffeebrandcoffee.com with a couple pre-built Mother's Day gift box designs. You can also customize a gift box with her favorite coffee, tea, cocoa, chocolate-covered candies, pretzels, lots of options to choose from. You can also get her some merchandise, a coffee grinder, so many different things you can choose from to customize your Mother's Day gift box for your special mom this Mother's Day. Make sure when you go to coffeebrandcoffee.com and you get your Mother's Day gift box that you use that promo code one-on-one-Wes to also save some money at checkout. Again, it is coffeebrandcoffee.com. Click the link in the description below of this video or use that promo code one-on-one-Wes to save some money at coffeebrandcoffee.com. With the NFL Draft wrapping up, leave a comment below. Let me know how you believe your team did in the NFL Draft this current go-round, and also make sure you subscribe and hit that bell to get notified when all the latest videos are posted on this channel. I'm not going to be talking about the NFL Draft in this episode. It is going to be about Aaron Rodgers. Well, it has finally happened. It is official. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers, formerly of the Green Bay Packers, is now officially a New York Jet. Yes, finally, the trade that was supposed to happen a few months ago when Aaron Rodgers essentially said his desire was to now play for the New York Jets going forward. He needed to wait for the Green Bay Packers and the Jets to come to a consensus on compensation for a trade. Thus, we had to wait a little bit longer than we needed to because of the NFL Draft coming up. And of course, right before the draft was going to be underway, this past week, Aaron Rodgers finally got traded to the New York Jets, and all could be so happy, especially in the city, state of New York, or anybody for that matter that is still a Jets fan. But before all of you Jet fans start taking off and expecting Super Bowls and titles and MVP awards and just everything just coming up for the New York Jets, I'm going to curtail your expectations just a little bit, mainly because I'm not ready to crown the Jets yet, let alone give them the division, because let's just face it, the Buffalo Bills are still looming large in that division. You also still have the Miami Dolphins that are relatively competitive if their quarterback Tua Tagovailoa can stay healthy and on the field, and there's always going to be Bill Belichick. But aside from all those things, there's some eerily similar career path trajectories, I guess you should say, with Brett Favre, a former Jet quarterback and Packer as well, to go along with Aaron Rodgers. They both got traded to the Jets from the Packers when they were at 39 years old. That's a little bit of a coincidence there. I didn't even think Aaron Rodgers was approaching 40 at this point, but 39 years old, he will be 40 as the season gets going in the NFL, but they both got traded when they were 39 years old. Little factoid there for you. You also had a little similarities here between how the Jets finished the season before getting Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. Now, obviously, we don't know yet what the Jets are going to do with Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback, but we can all assume that the Jets are going to be much better on offense than they were last year with the quarterback carousel that they had going, including a guy who was the second overall pick in Zach Wilson, who is now relegated to the bench after getting Aaron Rodgers. Aside from that, Brett Favre, when he came in to play for the New York Jets, they were coming off of a 4-12 season where their previous quarterback was Chad Pennington, a former first-round pick, not top 2, but a first-round pick nonetheless. Jets had a disastrous season at 4-12, under the head coach at the time of the Mangenius known as Eric Mangini. Yes, I know Jet fans don't want to remember that, but that's the head coach at this time. When they acquired Brett Favre, everything was expected to be playoffs or bust. They did not make the playoffs. They finished 9-7, better than 4-12, but it was not a great season, and it was a disaster at the end the way that season finished. I am not saying that's going to happen with Aaron Rodgers, but the expectations are eerily similar to what happened with Brett Favre when they got him. Looking at the Jets this past season, the offense was a disaster, as I said, quarterback carousel. Lots of talent in the receivers. They had a great running back in Breece Hall until he tore his ACL, and then he was done for the season at that point, and the running game was none and void at this time for the Jets going forward. But there's some good pieces there in offense. All they needed was a competent quarterback. Now that they got that in Aaron Rodgers, they have a top 5 defense, statistically speaking, and that's why the Jets were able to have a 7-10 season as opposed to a sub 3-4 win season that they had the one before this last one. Now, the expectations are assuming the Jets are going to make the playoffs now that you've got a former Super Bowl champion quarterback, granted only one Super Bowl, but still a Super Bowl champion quarterback in Aaron Rodgers, multiple MVPs, all the accolades that you could expect. But just curtail the expectations just a little bit, because if this ends up being a failure and they don't even make the playoffs, like what happened with Brett Favre when he came to the Jets, then you could be seeing Aaron Rodgers saying, sayonara, I'm going to go play for the Vikings. Not saying that's going to happen, but if he's going to follow the same trajectory path of his career like Brett Favre to a T, hey, Minnesota could easily say sayonara to Kirk Cousins and welcome Aaron Rodgers. I mean, you never know in this day and age in the NFL. Curtail those expectations, mind you, and let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? Jet fans, do you really think this team's going to make it to the Super Bowl because of one guy? How is the media going to treat Aaron Rodgers now going forward in the largest media market in the country? That's going to be something to watch as well, because let's just face it, he's not a big fan of a lot of said media figures, especially the big ones in New York. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell below to get notified when all the latest videos are posted on this channel, whether it be at YouTube, BitChute, Rumble, or Odyssey. Bookmark westthesportsguy.com to get my social media links. Podcast link, all conveniently located for you at westthesportsguy.com. Also, when you go to coffeebrandcoffee.com and get your Mother's Day gift boxes, use that promo code 101West, or you can click the link in the description of this video to save some money on those great Mother's Day gift box ideas at coffeebrandcoffee.com. I will see you next time.